As another example, let's take a look at a simple summation circuit. So here's a sum.txt file. It's got 4 inputs coming in. We're echoing some of these back. Details aside, what this is basically doing is taking in the values from channels 0, 1, 2, and 3, adding them together, dividing by 4, and putting the sum out on channel 0. So it's a simple sum of 4 inputs, and if we look at the configuration file, we can see what's happening here. So we have channel 0, 1, 2, and 3 feeding in to the circuit, and channel 0, 1's decay, that's the top output from cell 0, 1. That's the output, which should be 1/4 the sum. So it gives us A plus B plus C plus D divided by 4. Alright, so let's compile this. So compile sum, and that creates a sum.bin, and then let's run this on dev tty usb 0 sum.bin and sum.config. Alright, so if I put this on channel 0, that should show us the total output of the system, and if I put all my inputs down to 0, the output should be all 0. If I begin to raise one of the inputs, and the meter is non-linear unfortunately, but you can see the output begins to pop up at that point. If I raise a second input channel, it will pop up to 1/2. If I raise the third, it'll go up to 3/4, and if I raise the fourth, it'll go up to the full output value. And if I put all of these at the halfway mark, then we get a value of 1/2 coming out, and so on and so forth. So it's taking the sum of all 4 inputs and reporting the output there. And the other channels are set up as echoes, so channel 1 is an echo of this input, channel 2 is an echo of this input, right, and it ignores this one, and channel 3 is an echo of, I think, the 4th input. And for no particular reason, I did not echo channel 2 anywhere. So that's another example of a circuit. It's a summation circuit, takes 4 inputs, adds them, divides by 4. It's also an averaging circuit, if you like. And again, we can hit the attention button, and you'll see the software closes out at that point. So that's an alternative to using the GUI. The GUI is a little easier to use, but sometimes it's nice to have hardware in the loop. And if you want to do something like interface with a signal processor or an oscilloscope, you can do it through the connections on the back of this box.